In a small corner of Lagos stood a humble barber shop called Blessed Hands. It was painted with white and blue, with a single mirror and a humming old fan. The man who owns the shop, Kende Chuku, or people call him Ken the Barber, was known for two things: his quiet nature and his perfect haircuts. No one could explain how his hands worked so neatly. No matter how thick, rough, or coily the hair was, Ken would give you a perfect shape. His lines were always clean, his cuts smooth, and his fades flawless. Even when power went off, Ken continued trimming as if his eyes could see in the dark. People admired him, yet behind that admiration was curiosity, because for a simple barber, Ken was too comfortable. He never talked much about his life. He didn't live in the same area. Every morning, he arrived early, always alone. At sunset, he locked his shop and disappeared. Some said he lived somewhere far. Others whispered that he had a rich girlfriend. No one knew that Ken owned a mansion in Banana Island, one of the most expensive parts of the city. A mansion surrounded by tall fences and silent guards. Inside that mansion, behind closed doors, were things no one should ever see. At first, Ken had been like every other struggling man. His shop was small, his clippers were old, and customers came only once in a while. He worked hard, but no matter how hard he tried, life refused to change. One evening when he was about to close, an old man walked in. The man's eyes were sharp and deep, and his smile carried something strange. "You are tired," the old man said softly. "You've worked with your hands, yet they give you nothing." Ken laughed bitterly. "Yes, sir. People come, people go, but I'm still poor." The old man nodded softly. "Would you like your clippers to bring you riches beyond what you can count?" Ken stared. "Yes, but how, sir?" The old man leaned closer. "Through hair. The same hair you sweep away every day. There's power in what people leave behind. You only need to know how to use it." That night, Ken followed the man to a quiet part of the town, a place filled with tall trees and cold wind. There, the man drew a circle on the ground and placed a single strand of hair inside it. "From today," the man said, "whenever you cut hair, gather the pieces that left. Never throw them away. Keep them. Feed them to the circle at night. The more hair you give, the more blessings will grow." Ken was silent. His heart pounded. "But remember," the man continued, "there is one rule. Never allow anyone to turn their back when leaving your shop. If they do, your gift will break, and everything you have gained will turn against you." Then the man touched Ken's head. His fingers burned like fire, but when he pulled back, his palm glowed faintly like gold dust. "Your hands will never miss a line again," the old man said. "Even if you close your eyes, your work will be perfect, but never break the rule." And just like that, the old man vanished into the dark. From that night, everything changed. Customers began to pour in. Men came from far towns just to sit in Ken's chair. His fame spread quickly. The barber with golden hands. In months, he brought new equipment. In a year, he built a mansion. He drove a new car. But still, every evening, after everyone had left, Ken swept the falling hair into a black bag and carried it home. At night, in a hidden room behind his mansion, he would kneel before a strange bowl made of stone. He would pour the hair inside, light a candle, and whisper the words the old man had taught him. The hair would burn slowly, releasing a soft blue smoke. The next day, more customers would arrive. But rules, no matter how clear, are always broken. It happened on a hot Saturday afternoon. The shop was full, music playing, clippers buzzing, laughter everywhere. A young man named Chidi came in for a haircut. He was new in town, confident and talkative. Ken welcomed him politely and began his work. Chidi was impressed. You are good, sir. Nobody cuts like you. Ken smiled faintly but said nothing. When he was done, Chidi stood, admired himself in the mirror and whispered, Perfect, he said. You are truly blessed, boss. Ken nodded, wiping his toes. Thank you. Now, please. But before he could finish, Chidi turned around and walked out with his back facing the mirror. The moment Chidi stepped out with his back turned, Ken felt a cold weight settle in his chest. His hands, once steady, trembled. The mirror behind the chair rippled like water in a storm. Shadows moved inside it, hundreds of faces staring, waiting, whispering. Ken backed away slowly. He whispered to himself, oh no, it can't break. Please, not now. But the shop had already changed. The clippers that usually hummed with perfection began to falter. The lines he cut were uneven. Face that should have been flawless looked jagged. He tried to focus, but the strange, heavy hair in the room made him dizzy. That night, in his mansion, Ken carried the black bag of hair to the hidden room. He poured it into the stone bowl, lit the candle, and murmured the old man's words. The smoke swelled faster than usual, turning blue-black. He felt a pull of his heart, sharp and cold like ice slicing through fire. For the first time, the ritual felt wrong. The next day, the shop was quieter than usual. Customers arrived, but they seemed uneasy. One man, a regular, paused in a doorway. Kane, I feel strange, he said. His eyes were wide. I can't remember what I came here for. Another man complained that his haircut looked perfect, but he felt empty as if something inside him was missing. Ken swallowed hard. He knew what was happening. The rule has broken. The dark blessing he had received, the gift of perfect hair and instant success, was fragile. And somehow, by evening, Ken was exhausted. The shop felt alive in a dangerous way. The mirror shivered. The chairs creaked without wind. The shadows in the glass moved independently, twisting and reaching. He tried to ignore them, tried to cut hair, but his hands no longer obeyed him fully. Each snip felt heavy and awkward. He knew he had to find the old man again, but he didn't know where to begin. The man had vanished the night he gave him the gift, leaving only the whispered rule. No one must turn their back. If they do, everything is lost. Thank you for watching the part 1 of this wonderful story till the end. Drop a comment down below. What do you think will happen in the part 2? Was Ken able to find the old man? And what will happen if he found him? See you in the part 2 of this wonderful story.